Welcome back to our three-part BRANDT Smart System Info to Grow video series. Last video we talked about what makes our technology different and superior to other products in the market. Today we'll be talking about how to best utilize these products with your herbicide applications. So why is adding micronutrients to your post-herbicide spray a good idea? There's two main reasons for that. The first one being the nutritional demand of the crop. If you look at corn, for example, your post-herbicide will usually go out at V4, V5, V6. That's right before we get into the peak nutritional demand. That's the same for soybeans. When you do your post-herbicide spray at V4, V5, V6, even R1 sometimes, that's right before we get into the peak demand for nutrients. During peak demand of nutrients, a lot of nutrition is required by the crop. Sometimes the soil is not able to supply everything that the crop requires. So adding these nutrients foliarly, creating a surplus of nutrients inside the crop, helps mitigate potential transient deficiencies. Transient deficiencies being nutritional deficiencies that will eventually go away, but whenever they go away, they probably took some yield away as well. So you don't want transient deficiencies to happen. How can you overcome that? By helping the plant with more nutrients through their leaves. It's a supplementation to whatever the soil cannot supply. So that's the first reason. The second reason is to increase the tolerance or to reduce the stress caused by these herbicides. So even though the plant is tolerant to the herbicide, it doesn't mean that the crop doesn't have to metabolize it internally. And during this process of metabolism, the plant is kind of stunted, is not growing that well. It is under stress. Some micronutrients are key to mitigate this stress, namely zinc and manganese. Both zinc and manganese activate some enzymes called superoxide dismutase inside the plant that help neutralize reactive oxygen species. Reactive oxygen species are produced by this stress. The plant is under stress, is producing a lot of ROS, reactive oxygen species, and we need these micronutrients to neutralize it and reduce the plant's stress. So the two reasons: first, nutritional demand, and second, help metabolize these herbicides, reduce the stress. And which products in BRANDT Smart System are usually paired with your post-herbicide sprays? For corn, usually Smart Trio, which has zinc, manganese, and boron in it. For soybean, it depends on the herbicide you're utilizing, but usually we're utilizing Smart Quattro Plus, which also has zinc, manganese, and boron, but it has an additional molybdenum that is also super important and helps with nitrogen metabolism inside soybeans. So these two products are usually paired with your post-herbicide spray. Your Smart Trio is a little bit more acidic, so it goes very well. It increases the efficiency of glyphosate sprays, for example. And Smart Quattro Plus has more of a neutral, a buffered pH, which goes well with your oxenics like 2,4-D or dicamba. So when we think about these nutrients that are in Smart Trio and Smart Quattro Plus, zinc, manganese, boron, and molybdenum, what are they doing to the crop? Well, they have a lot of different functions, but some are very important during these crop growth stages that you're applying it to. Zinc, for example, is key for auxin production. And auxin will be very important for internode elongation, which will happen on corn after V5, for example. Zinc is also key for protein production and nitrogen utilization in the plant. Boron is super important for cell wall structure. Cell wall from the leaves, but also from the xylem and the phloem. Both will be being produced during this rapid growth phase, and if we want a strong vascular system, we need boron to give that rigidity to the cell wall. Manganese, very important for herbicide metabolism, but also for photosynthesis. And molybdenum, key for nitrogen fixation on soybean and for nitrogen utilization on corn and soybean, because moly is related to nitrate reductase, which reduces nitrate into nitrite. So it's the first step of nitrogen utilization inside the plant. So we've tested both BRANDT Smart Trio and Smart Quattro Plus quite extensively over the last 10 years. And just to show you guys some of these studies, here you have a compilation of studies we've done from 2018 all the way to 2022. This is Smart Trio applied to corn from V3 all the way to V10. We saw an average yield increase of 4.3 bushels per acre and a win rate of over 75%. We also tested Smart System products on soybeans at the vegetative stages, and we saw an average yield increase of 2.5 bushels per acre. This is an average of 68 replicated trials over 4 years. We've talked a lot about Smart Trio and Smart Quattro Plus, but if you have a specific nutrient deficiency in your field, we have a whole line of products that will fit your need. So in the last video, we covered why BRANDT Smart System is different. Today, we talked about how to best utilize this technology with your post-herbicide sprays. And in the next video, we'll be talking about how to utilize BRANDT Smart System with your fungicide sprays, both mid-season and late-season sprays to maximize plant health and yield.